In the news now are two articles that are related, and you can find the articles in the description below this video. You can find the links there in the first comment underneath the video, as well as all my other social media links. So you can join us there on Twitter, Telegram, on Facebook, or any of the other platforms that are available. But in these two articles, something very interesting comes out. And I didn't have a Twitter following until I made statements with regards to Jacob Zuma, and the supporters for Jacob Zuma literally flooded my Twitter account in mass. And there are very interesting dynamics starting to play out with regards to the Zondo Commission and the Zondo Commission report. And in these two articles, the first one, it says that Malema blast Zondo probe he once pushed for, says 2 billion was blown on factional ANC battles. And I have to agree with him 100% on that. The entire Zondo Commission was basically a factional battle, and one that Cyril Ramaphosa benefited from. And in the other article, so the first one was on News 24, and the other article that I will link for you is in Independent Online, where there's an op-ed, an opinion piece. Has Ramaphosa abused the MPA and the Zondo Commission for political ends? And he absolutely has. I mean, the evidence for this is overwhelming. If you've been to my Double O Days meetings and listened to what I've had to say on Jacob Zuma, the arms deal, and many other things, as well as Eskom, the Guptas, the coal supply, then you will see a very different picture to what the mainstream is painting out there. And I will very soon do an article on the people that ran the COVID fund and then expose what is actually happening behind the scenes. But I want to just quickly touch on what is said by Paul Ngobeni in this op-ed in IOL, where he says President Ramaphosa announced many months before he even received the Zondo Commission report that he would enthusiastically implement the Commission's findings. Now, 2 billion rand is a serious amount of money. And you have to ask yourself, was it worth it? It's my money and your money, taxpayers' money that was used. And Jacob Zuma didn't want to start the commission. Malema was the one pushing for it, and now he's not just rubbishing it, he's saying that they're done with it, it's pointless. Because he says all it did was serve factional fighting, and all commissions the government has started in the past has served no real purpose. And here he mentioned specifically the commission to investigate the arms deal that exonerated Jacob Zuma. And this is where it becomes very interesting, because there's so many things happening behind the scenes that's not in the public eye. And unfortunately, the public believe mainstream media outlets and just gobble everything up that they say as fact. And this is a huge problem. When the people marched in the streets and said, Zuma must fall, Zuma must fall, I said, you have no idea what you are doing. And I am not siding with any person. I am no respecter of persons whatsoever. I look at pure facts, and people respond to emotions, and there has to be a blame guy or a fall guy. And this happens throughout the world, not just in South Africa. And Zuma was definitely one of those people that had to become a fall guy, and the whole public got behind it and thought that Cyril Ramaphosa would be their savior. And I said, one day you will wish that Jacob Zuma was back in office. And a lot of people are starting to understand that now. I actually made a Facebook post to that effect at the time. And this is before Double O Days even existed. And I had intricate knowledge of the arms deal, many other things surrounding what happened behind the scenes, especially within Eskom as well. That gives you a different perspective. And that makes all the difference. And he says, yeah, of course, at the time of his announcement, Ramaphosa knew that he had judged Zondo by the proverbial balls. And I'm so glad that he puts it like this. Zondo desperately wanted to ascend to the soon-to-be vacant position of Chief Justice at all costs, and Ramaphosa could make his dream come true, subject to certain conditions. But now Ramaphosa could lay out those conditions. He had the choice. And what was recommended to him, he did not choose. He chose Zondo. And I've made a video about that before. Zondo had to exonerate Ramaphosa in his report, even if some prominent ANC officials were sacrificed or thrown under the bus. For good measure, Zondo also unquestionably crossed the line of judicial ethics by wading into a tussle with Minister Lindiwe Sisulu over a newspaper opinion piece she published about a captured or untransformed judiciary. I agree with her 100%. Zondo simply sought to assist Ramaphosa against Sisulu, his strongest rival, for the ANC presidency. And if you become the ANC president, you automatically will get voted in as the president in parliament if everyone votes along party lines, because we do not elect our president, and this is why we need system change. Politically astute South Africans are painfully aware that Ramaphosa has a track record of manipulating and misusing the findings and reports of commissions against his political enemies to further his own political agenda, or rather that of his global puppet masters. A perfect case in point was the Arms Deal Commission report by retired Judge Willie Sereti and Takiso Hendrik Musi, which exonerated former President Jacob Zuma. The Sereti Commission, appointed by former President Zuma in 2011, thoroughly investigated the government's controversial purchase of weaponry, including Corvette submarines, light utility helicopters, and other light fighter aircraft during the Mbeki years. And, I have detailed inside info on those purchases and what actually happened behind the scenes, and the public will never get to hear this because it is only known in intelligence circles. So, at the end of the day, this costs the taxpayers a load of money. You will see nothing come from this. And the people you are hunting and chasing, or should be hunting and chasing, are the very people that control the COVID fund. And when you see it at the top of the list, you will see who the people are that have to keep Ramaphosa on their leash and pull him in various directions so that he can implement the globalist agenda. If you like other content like this, please subscribe to this channel, click the bell icon so that you can get notifications for new videos. You'll find these article links in the description below the video, as well as in the first comment underneath the video. Go and read these opinion pieces and try and understand Julius Malema's position. And once again, I'm not a respecter of any persons. I don't take anyone's sides. I look at facts. And facts is often not what people's emotions prefer. I don't care about your emotions. I never have. Facts is all I can work with. And facts will always give you the truth. Thank you very much. Till the next video.